Hello, fan formula. Or good morning, I should say. Um, well, yesterday was eventful. I don't think I've witnessed or had something as eventful as yesterday's race happen in my entire life, and I've been through a lot of drama as a girl. Um, we are kind of used to drama and causing drama and stirring up drama and being involved in drama. Um, so it was different to see loads of guys involved in drama. Um, but yeah, I shall get to my opinions on yesterday later on in La Fan Formula. As this could be a long one, and it could be a long one that doesn't make much sense. I've kind of already decided that in my head that what I'm gonna say is just gonna be irrelevant and pointless and not really worthy of any fan formula video. So I apologise in advance to all you lovely people who take time to watch my videos, and I wouldn't say enjoy them. I would probably say like point and laugh at how ridiculous this person is behind the screen. Ooh. So here we go. Let's do this. Right, fan formula. Question 1. What is your opinion on Mercedes' decision to keep Rosberg behind Hamilton? Right, okay. Here we go. If I was Nico Rosberg right now, I would feel so insulted by the fact that I'm not allowed to use my skills as a Formula One driver to overtake someone, regardless if it is my teammate. And Mercedes should know that Rosberg is clearly faster, clearly on better tyres, on a better strategy. He could overtake Lewis, get third. Maybe if something had happened to whoever was in second, I'll get to that later. Maybe he could have challenged for that. You never know what could happen in a race because it's so unpredictable. But the fact that Nico Rosberg had to stick behind Lewis, who was in a fuel-saving mode and on a completely different strategy to Nico Rosberg. What did I say before? Yeah, I just think that's ridiculous by Mercedes on doing that. In my logic, which isn't very good, but hey ho, we're gonna go with that anyway. In my logic, if I was Ross Brawn, I would say, right, one of my drivers is clearly faster than the other. Let them race. If they crash into each other, like what happened in Turkey 2010 between the Red Bulls, then so be it. I've made a mistake. We all learn from mistakes. We can move on and improve that and maybe not do that again for the next race and the races after that in the season. I wouldn't sit back and just say, well, we're guaranteed third and fourth in the race. It's fantastic points for the team. I'm just going to switch off from listening to anyone and, what any of my drivers think. Ooh, I've lost light. There we go. How many seasons has Nico Rosberg been with Brawn or, that's not Brawn, Mercedes or, whatever they're called, whatever they've been called. A hell of a lot longer than Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton comes into Mercedes and's like, you know what, I am the big boss now. Nico Rosberg, you're going to be kind of, excuse my awful phrase, wiping my ass because I am number one. That's not how it goes down. And Nico Rosberg shouldn't stand for that. And, for what Nico said on the team radio after the race when he pulled into park. I completely forgot what that place is called. Scrutineering. Pulled into there. Rubbish, I know. And said, remember this one, guys. And I would have said a hell of a lot more, but I know in situations like that you have got to bite your tongue and just get on with it. On the other hand, I will praise Lewis Hamilton for saying that it doesn't feel right that he's up here on the podium. He feels that Nico should be there. Well, then if you know what is going on during the race, surely wouldn't you take matters into your own hands and think, right, I need to save fuel. I may not finish the race if I continue to push like this. I could pull up on the side of the track and run out of fuel, and then we only get one lot of points for the Constructors' Championship. And say, okay, Nico is clearly faster. If Nico wants to push for third position, I'm not going to defend him and try and crash into him, or not crash into him, but try and fight for position when I know what situation I am in. Right. What other opinions do I have on that? So I praise Lewis Hamilton for what he said, but he probably should have took matters into his own hands. How old is he? He's not 5. He doesn't need to be told what to do anymore. And he's not the boss of the team. In a situation like this, it should be kind of equal, because they're both, Lewis is new to the team, and Nico has really helped develop this team to where the car is today. Lewis Hamilton's only been at Mercedes for how many months? Not many. Yes, he may have qualified higher. I couldn't even tell you what position he qualified in, because I don't remember. 4th, I think. 4th. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, please, people. So and maybe Lewis is the better driver. There, I said it. Please don't shoot me. But that shouldn't really matter in that kind of situation. So, that is what I think on that situation. Do I have anything to add to that? No. Right. Let's just move on to question 2. Question 2, Fan Formula Peeps. What would you say was the biggest error made by a team or driver throughout the weekend? I have 2. Well, I have 3, but I discussed the third one in the last question. So I'm going to now discuss points 1 and points 2. I'm such a loser. Right. Point 1 of this question. Fernando Alonso and Ferrari. What were you thinking? I thought Fernando Alonso was a clever person, a clever driver. Ridic. You crash it, you kind of bump into someone, and your front wing is broken and sparks are coming at you. Then that is when Ferrari on the pit wall should be like, yeah, Fernando, you kind of broke your front wing when you bumped into Sebastian Vettel. It's pretty broken because it's a bit skew width, it's a bit slanted. Box this lap and we'll change your front wing. Yeah, kudos to Fernando Alonso for when Mark Webber overtook him on the first lap, he then kind of gained back his place, and I was like, whoa, Fernando Alonso, that's pretty cool. If you can do that with a broken wing, you're pretty talented. I'm going to give you that. But then, why not come into the pit box? Why not go into the pit lane and be like, okay, I'm going to change my wing? What happened if on the start, going down to the first corner, Fernando Alonso broke his wing, and then it went underneath him like it did, and he crashed into loads of cars, and it was like a big kerfuffle, like what happened with Roman Grosjean in Spa last season. What if that had happened? You don't know. That could have been a hell of a lot serious than it was, and Fernando Alonso could have, I don't know, gone in the air and done a Mark Webber, like in Valencia that time. Like, things like that are pretty scary. Well, not pretty scary. They're really scary. So, the logic is my new favourite word, especially in this fan formula. The logic in that decision not to pit a Ferrari, for not to say come in and pit, or Fernando Alonso not to say, right guys, I'm coming in, let's get ready to rumble. Like, Ferrari are just stupid these days. Like, what was that? Really? Right, okay. Yeah, that's what I've said that. And then Fernando Alonso was out the race and doesn't get any points. Ha ha ha, bad karma. That's what you get. So, and Felipe Massa was higher than you. Ha ha ha. See, that's more karma. When Felipe Massa out-qualifies you, like, isn't it the 4th race in a row or something? Like, that is just called karma. Karma's coming round to bite you. Bite you on the bum. There we go. Right. Now, my second biggest error made by a team or driver throughout the weekend was, well, the whole controversy surrounding Red Bull Racing. Now, I'm going to try and not sound biased. I'm going to, so I've got my hair's really itching me. Right, there we go. Yeah, it's really, sorry, it's the wet hair shower look today. And I'm going to burp. Whew, pardon me. Well, that is not ladylike. And not ladylike on a fan formula, so not broadcastable, I'm sorry. Yeah, biggest error was this whole situation coming to light. Now, I think going back to the point that I made with Mercedes and between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, I think it's a load of bull. You can add the swear word on the end of that because you all know what swear word goes onto the end of that. Yeah, well, I've lost all points because it didn't make me angry. I was just, I was fuming with what happened. As a Formula One fan, and I pointed this out to Crofty on Twitter today this morning when he was going on about, disappointed with Taboo and all that crap. Sorry, swear word, didn't mean to. Put some money in the jar, if there was a jar. As a Formula One fan, I want to see wheel-to-wheel action in a race, because that's exciting. It gets me at the edge of my seat and it makes me go, oh my god. That's what I want when I watch a Formula One race as a fan. So I thought it was excellent to see the Red Bull Racing drivers go at it. I thought it was incredible. And I'm not saying that as a fan of Red Bull Racing. I'm saying that as a Formula One fan in general. Watching what happened with Mercedes was boring, and I'm thinking, if this is what is going to happen all season, I mean, it's the second race of the season, and stuff like this is happening now. What the hell is going to be happening when it gets to midway around Silverstone? I'm going to be bored to tears. I'm thinking, why the hell have I invested money to go to a Formula One Grand Prix if this is what it's going to be like? I'd rather put that money somewhere else and, I don't know, buy myself a nice handbag or a nice pair of shoes or something, you know? I want to see action. I want to see the thrill, the excitement of Formula One. Not, right, okay, multi-21, you don't overtake the number 2 driver when they're in first position. Okay, I'm gonna go to my logic. I'm gonna bring it down a notch. If I was a Formula One driver, I want to race to win. I don't want to race for second place. If I know that I've got a fast car, if I know that I've got the right tyres on, I'm managing the tyres well, I've got enough fuel to get me to the end of the race, and I've got enough fuel which will allow me to push for first place, then I'm going to do that regardless if it's my teammate. So I praise, not sounding biased at all, I praise Sebastian Vettel for what he did. He knew he could win the race, and that's what he set out to do. If I'm sitting in a Formula One car as a Formula One driver and I'm on the grid, I'm going to win. That's it, period, point blank. I'm not sitting there thinking, well, my teammate is ahead of me. We're not allowed to race each other from what happened previously in Turkey 2010. So I'm just going to sit back, relax, maybe, go for a pit stop, have a cup of tea, maybe a nice croissant if they've got any going. It doesn't work like that. yes, I feel sorry for Mark Webber because he drove a fantastic race. I think he did, and he would probably be my driver of the day. I'll get to that question. I thought he drove an excellent race just towards the latter half of the race. Things started to kind of die down for him, and obviously he turned down his engine mode to kind of get to the end of the race, fuel saving, all of that crap. Sorry, another pound in the swear jar. And managing the tyres well and all of that. But then Sebastian Vettel was on a fight. You know, he went in the pit first to change from intermediates to slicks, and he was down the order. I think he came out in like 8th or 7th. And he worked his way up the grid, which was great. And, you know, round of applause, Sebastian Vettel can overtake. Woo. I don't think what he said was appropriate over the radio when he said something like, "I'm clearly faster than Mark, do something." I thought that was ridiculous. Sebastian Vettel, you're the triple world champion. I really don't think you need to go over to the radio and say, "Can you do something?" I think that's entirely in your hands. You're not triple world champion for nothing. This is how you got there. You should know how to overtake someone, and you can. So yeah, round of applause. Sebastian Vettel can overtake again. I'm starting to talk a little bit gibberish now, so I apologise. I thought I thought the way Mark handled it wasn't very good. Just both drivers didn't handle it very well. I did find it quite amusing. We've seen pictures of Mark flipping the bird, I should say, to Sebastian. But I don't know if that's photoshopped or what. But that is quite funny, and I mean that's what I do if I'm on a motorway. So I'm going back to my logic, and I can't overtake someone because there are cars coming past me, but someone behind me overtakes me, I will get really pissed off and I will flip them a bird and give them a really nice word for their journey ahead. But that's just that's competitive people. That's what we're programmed to do, whether it's playing a game or driving, whatever. I don't know where that point was going. Just ignore that if I scrap that. Right. I think the podium celebration was so when they went into the room where they get their water and watches and caps and all that stuff. I didn't think Mark handled that very well. I thought he was a little bit immature on that front, how he congratulated Lewis on his 3rd position, but just kept well away from Seb. The tension was so thick you could just slice it nicely with a very large knife. And Adrian, you could see the worried look in Adrian Newey's face. He was like, "Oh my God, stuff is gonna go down and it's not gonna be pretty." I just wanted to, "Oh, come here, Adrian. Come for a hug." He just looks so nervous. But yeah, when he was going on about that multi 21 sub, multi 21. I really, really hate team orders, and it's just stupid being this early on in the season. It's the 2nd race of the season, people. Do we realise that? Last week was Australia, the 1st race of the season. Now it's Malaysia, the 2nd race of this season. I could understand if it was the penultimate race of this season and Mark was ahead of Seb in the championship and things were looking good for him. And then Seb overtook him in a race. I could understand the fury and why Mark Webber would be so angry. But right now it's just not necessary, team orders right now. It's just really, really not. And when Rocky came on the radio at the end of the race and said there's a lot of explaining to do, why is there explaining to do? I can't understand what he's done wrong. He overtook someone. He gave the fans the excitement of Formula One. If I was new to Formula One and I would sat down and thought, I'm gonna watch this race, see what it's like, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, that was awesome. There was so much action. There was so much going on. If I was a Formula One fan and I was watching a race that was being led by the Mercedes, I would have been like, Jesus, turn this off. I'm gonna watch golf or something as thrilling as that cricket. Like, yeah, let's get my buzz from golf. Woo. But no, it doesn't work like that. So, yeah, for this question, team orders pointless this early on in the season. Yeah, have team orders later on in the season towards the second half when the championship tables look a lot different to look a lot different to what they are now. Then yeah, team orders, woo, go team orders, woohoo. But right now they are unnecessary and they are just causing unnecessary drama. And we don't like unnecessary drama because it's unnecessary. Logic and unnecessary are my new two favourite words, as you can probably tell. Yeah, ridiculous. And then this morning I checked on Twitter or Facebook and someone had put an article up, Sebastian Vettel should be suspended. What a load, I'm going to swear now, because that is a load of shite. He should be suspended for, as I said before, overtaking someone. Ooh, big whoop. So whoever wrote that article, I swear to God, you need like the biggest slap ever, because that was just ridic. Unnecessary, ridic, and logic are my three favourite words in this video. I'm adding to loads of favourite words. Right, I'm going to end on that question now because I'm only on question 2. And Jesus, I've got 2 more questions. And this is already over 20 minutes long. So, woohoo! Editing's going to be fun for you this week, Grace. Sorry. Right, question 3. Which driver most impressed you throughout the weekend? I thought Mark Webber was pretty impressive. He had a great start. Can we just go on the fact that Mark Webber had a decent start and he gained places and he didn't lose them? Come on, that deserves a round of applause. Mark Webber had a good start. Well done. Yeah. So I've got to give it to Jules Bianchi. I think he's driving the socks off that Marussia, and it's absolutely incredible to see not only Marussia, but to see a rookie kind of doing good, because rookies don't tend to do very well. So yeah, go Jules. Round of applause for Jules Bianchi. Woo. I'm also going to say Adrian Sutil. I've got 3 drivers. I'm going to say Adrian Sutil as well. I thought in qualifying he was amazing, and it just sucked that Force India had that problem with the nuts. Oh. Force India had a problem with their nuts, which is never a good thing. Not gonna lie, if you've got problems with your nuts, then you should probably seek help, because that's not sore nuts. Not nice. But yeah, who knows where Adrian Sutil could have been? Sorry, it's not my hand. Where Adrian Sutil could have been during the race if it wasn't for his nuts. Nuts just let everyone down. They just get in the way. Right. Bonus question. Describe the Malaysian GP in 1 word. Deja vu. There we go. We all know why. I'm not going to repeat because this video is nearly 25 minutes long and I've been repeating myself for a very long time. So, right, there we have it. Longest fan formula probably ever. Well, I don't think it is, but I'm sure there have been longer ones. But yeah, so let's hope. Let's push put that race to the side. We'll put a pin on that and forget that. And here's to China. Let's hope we can bet your bottom dollar that China's going to be the dullest race ever. And it will be an early start again. And if it's dull, I will fall asleep. So, do we want exciting action like we had yesterday minus the drama? Or do we want a really dull race controlled by team orders and unnecessary stuff? Scales, I think it's going to be woo! We want exciting action, we want thrilling races, we want good stuff going on in Formula 1. We don't want all this politics shite. Sorry, a lot of swearing in today's fan formula. I apologise. And a very lengthy fan formula. It's going to take me freaking years to upload this to that we transfer website, whatever it is. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and well, you've probably all given up watching now. Now it's nearly 26 minutes long. It's 26 minutes long now. Way! I keep clapping. Why? Someone please help. Please ask me why I'm clapping. I don't know. But yeah, thank you to you soldiers who have stuck with this until the end. The next one formula will be so short, it's unreal. I haven't had a forfeit yet. Dom said me and Tasha were going to be getting forfeits because we didn't attend the fan formula orgy at the beginning of the season. So I apologise again. Apologise. But yeah, no idea what that forfeit might be. Keep it, whatever it is, can we please keep it clean? Because yeah, that we don't want kind of non-broadcastable stuff going on in here, even though I did swear quite a few times in this, so I apologise again. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Was 3 weeks until China, 3 weeks until more drama, 3 weeks because all this drama is just going to continue, and whoa, yeah. So it's bye. Say bye, Bez. Bez didn't say much today because no one likes him anymore. So bye, Bez. Bye, Bez's helmet. Yeah, bye, Bez. And bye from me. Bye.